Welcome Capricorn and Capricorn cross watchers to your mini reading for this week. So we have the Devil reversed, which of course is, I don't know why they made this card the Capricorn card. And then we have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn, it feels like there's some sort of information or truth that's being blocked from you this week. But what's interesting is it's like, you know who is involved. You know that they are keeping something from you. It just feels like there does seem to be a block between figuring out what the exact details are. I feel like you come to a realization at like closer to the end of the week. It's one of those moments where like you're kind of doing something maybe unrelated and all of a sudden you have that moment of clarity and you kind of lean back in your chair and like, whoa. Oh, that's what that meant. And I feel like it may not be a funny situation, okay, or a funny realization, but I feel like it's one of those things that's, it's almost like you're not terribly surprised that those people did it, but you are surprised that they went as far as they did. So, I think we're going to pull a clarifier for you guys. 1 second here. So we have a Hangman with the Four of Swords. It feels like there's somebody here that's kind of watching the situation. They seem to feel, it's almost like if this person didn't have the restrictions on them that they do, they would have liked to have come in and helped you or kind of like spilled the beans, if you will. I also feel like if this person wasn't somehow tied up by this situation, it's almost like they seem to feel like there's some sort of loyalty or, excuse me, it's almost like they owe this person something and they kind of can't, openly be on your team, right? So it's almost like they seem to try to fight for you with this person, and I feel like they got shut down really quickly. It feels like it was in a very, maybe not very, but almost like a dismissive, I feel like it might have been a little bit embarrassing or humiliating. It's almost like, however, this person or this group of people that's keeping this from you, however they truly felt about this other person came out in that moment. It's almost like, they were just kind of an afterthought. It's almost like this person didn't say anything because they don't bite the hand that feeds them, I want to say. But it's almost like if this person had a different opinion of you before all this happened, that opinion has changed. It's almost like they see, it's the kind of energy where this hanged person is looking at you kind of like you never belonged there in the first place, but in the best type of way, right? It's not like, oh, you don't belong here. It's more like you don't belong with these kind of people. Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if you feel like you never fit in, this person sees the reason for that is because you were meant for better, right? You were never meant to be here and held back. I feel like this person looks at the situation like they've already sacrificed and given up so much, they're not going to cut ties with this person or with this group of people. And it's, I want to say like they know that it's really hard for you, that it's very challenging for you to kind of exit the situation, but they're actually really happy that you're getting out. And it's almost like they know that you may be looking at it like you're not getting off scot-free, right? I mean, of course, we would hope that you are. But I feel like this person looks at it like whatever this group of people or this person has done to kind of oust you or push you out, this person, it's almost like if they could go back and have the same thing, like have themselves pushed out in the same way, part of them kind of wonders what life would be like. And I don't feel like they actually want to go back and do that. They seem to feel like it's almost like they can't quite fathom what life would look like without it. I feel like, I almost want to say like part of it, it's ingrained in their personality. I hope that's making sense. So we're going to pull one more clarifier. Six of Swords. Oh dear. So, so the Six of Swords, of course, is about getting out of that kind of like overthinking, or getting out of a tricky situation, or out of a difficult mindset. I almost want to say that whoever this hanged person is, I feel like it's almost like they've been surrounded by a certain type of energy for so long that there's certain things about it that they no longer think are wrong, right? It's like it's changed their moral or ethical standards. I really hope this is making sense because I'm not understanding it. I feel like it's almost like this person will be happy that you get out, but then they'll judge you for having done it. Almost like, oh, you think you're better than everybody? It's almost like they want you to get out, and then you get out and they want to pull you back, right? It's almost like, where do you think you're going? You can't leave. I mean, of course, one would hope that they don't actually do that, but I feel like that's kind of it's like the real them wants you to get out, and then it's almost like they have a chance to rethink it, and they're like, wait a second, Capricorn isn't better than me. They need to get back here and get behind me. They got to come in and pay their dues. They got to na-na-na-na-na-na, right? And like, sorry. I'm going to try really hard not to catch an attitude, but it is coming. I'm just letting you know. So I think we're going to pull one more card for just any advice. Is there anything that Capricorn needs to hear, needs to know? Two of Pentacles. With the Star. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles, of course, talks about kind of weighing up the decisions, right? And I feel like there is someone, it's almost like there's a decision that's coming up. Or sorry, one second. It just feels like when you're evaluating some sort of options, it's like you're going to see one option as like, oh, this one might, or sorry, you can't see both my hands, but like, so you're weighing the options, right? And like, oh, this option might really be it's almost like you kind of feel like you should go with this one, but this one looks a lot better. And it's almost like, and just as you're about to make the decision, it's almost like it somehow disappears, or I'm kind of seeing it as like this crow or hawk just kind of knocks it right out of your hand. Right? And it's almost like having that option removed allows you to see that, I almost want to say like there's more opportunity in the other one. You know what I mean? It's like you were feeling intuitively drawn towards this one, but the other one made more, logical or sense, and it was somehow more attractive. There was some sort of benefit to it, or not silver lining. It's almost like, may not be the actual situation, but it's almost like here was the option that you knew was going to put you on the right path. And I feel like, and then there's this other option that seemed really good, but it also seemed like something's not quite right. Like, I don't have all the information. I don't really know. It's like it seemed like it would be really good, but it wasn't 100% that it would be, right? It's almost like you heard through word of mouth it would be good rather than having firm details. So, now that I am thoroughly confused, I think I'm going to close out the read here, Capricorn. I hope that this reading was helpful. If you've made it to the end of the read, I do want to thank you, of course, for stopping by my channel. And I also want to thank you for your patience. I will have some from like mid-June to, sorry, I'm going to post readings this week for the second half of June, so please keep an eye out for those if you are so inclined. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.